Hey everyone, it's Wes here. Now there's so many videos out there on how to do well in anatomy physiology, but this is the last video you're ever going to have to watch. I'm going to show you guys how to get an A in anatomy physiology in just 5 minutes. So let's jump right into it. Okay, so first off, what I need you guys to do is I need you to read your book before class. Now, A&P moves super quickly and you need all the preparation that you can get. Now, whether it's the day before, hour before, I really don't care. Just expose yourself to the information, because the more you expose yourself to information, the more you're going to learn. Now, what I like to do is I kind of treat class as a time to ask questions and think through the information instead of just learning it for the first time. Now, I don't want you guys just frantically copying information down the whole time because you're panicking because you didn't read your book before class. Instead, highlight key points and take meaningful notes. Now, if your teacher provides the PowerPoints, that's even better. You can either download, print those out, mark all over them. I like to use Sharpies, highlighters, all that good stuff. Whatever works for you. Just don't copy and paste. You're not a robot, and a little bit of planning before class is going to make a huge difference. Secondly, studying outside of class is super important, right? If you think you're going to go to class and just willy-nilly it and just hope that you can just somehow soak up the information, it's not going to happen. Okay, for every hour you spend in class, you need to spend at least an hour to an hour and a half in class. So if your class and lab together is like 4 hours, and you just spend at least 8 to 10 hours a week on just studying alone. You may need more, you may need less, but this is just what's worked for me. Now, A&P forms that foundation for understanding how the body works and how the body doesn't, and this is really the time to really nail it down, especially if you're trying to get into a nursing program or studying for the T's. Thirdly, I need you guys to make flashcards, especially for lab. It involves a ton of memorization and repetition, and students usually will skip this step, and then they struggle as a result. Create a Quizlet account, or trust me, you're going to need a lot of index cards. Now, personally, I use Anki, and it makes studying way more efficient. I actually have a simple Anki guide linked below, so you can click on that. It's going to show you how to set it up, download it, and even make your first flashcards. Whether you choose digital or paper flashcards, just make them a part of your daily routine. Now, this approach is going to be cramming way better, because if you cram 5 hours a day before the exam versus just 30 minutes a day, it's going to make a huge difference. Review your flashcards while on the couch, in line for food, while driving. Just kidding, that's a joke, don't do that. You're going to be surprised by how much you retain by test time. You're going to be taking the test, you're going to be bam, bam, bam. You're going to fly through that test, turn it in way before everybody else. You're going to get out of that classroom. Fourth, this is a big one. I want you guys to grab a whiteboard, tablet, I don't care what you use. Just draw flowcharts, organs, and all that good stuff. Now, visualizing the concepts is really going to reinforce the information in your mind. It's going to take complex topics like neuromuscular junctions, synapses, all that fancy fun stuff, and it's going to become way more easy to understand because you're going to see it right in front of you. You're going to be able to draw it out. You're going to see it as you work through it. I knew that this method would work when I drew out how the heart pumps on the whiteboard, and I understood it immediately. Finally, the most important way to get an A in anatomy physiology is relax. Guys, get some sleep, drink some water. When's the last time you've had water? Okay, take a sip of water. It's so much information, and you can do all this fancy stuff. You can get all these programs and apps and flashcards, all that stuff to the T. But if you're not sleeping, you're not drinking, you're not taking care of yourself, you're going to crumble and you're not going to do well in this class. There are so many studies out there that shows how sleep deprivation negatively affects your recall. So some of the pitfalls that people fall into is focusing on the what and not the why. Now, I know I stress flashcards and really repetition, spending a lot of time learning stuff, but if you're not really understanding it, it's not going to go well. Now, I fell into this trap when I was focusing too much on only flashcards, and then when the teacher threw a curveball at me, it just right over my brain. Didn't understand it at all. And that's how I knew that I needed to understand the information before I memorized it. Okay, the second one might shock you, but it's not studying enough. I know it doesn't sound like an issue, but it's really easy to fall into. Now, this class demands a lot of time and effort, and you need to really put in the work. And I remember sometimes I'll be like, I'll just delay it a couple days. I'll study when I can. It piles right up on top of you. You're going to be neck deep and all that nasty stuff. You guys really need to stay up to date on everything. So that's going to be it for today, guys. I really hope this video helped you out. Let me know in the comments how A&P is going for you guys.